There was a time in Israel before the grandeur of King David, when the people cried out for a king to lead them like the nations around them. God heard their plea and chose for them Saul, a tall and handsome man from the tribe of Benjamin, notable among his people for his stature and presence. Saul, though modest at first, and even hiding on the day of his anointing, was filled with the Spirit of God and became Israel's first king, chosen to unite the tribes and deliver them from their enemies, especially the Philistines. For a time, Saul ruled with courage and faith. He won many battles, and his kingdom grew strong. Yet as years passed, Saul's heart drifted from faithfulness to the Lord. He began to rely on his own strength and wisdom, disobeying God's commands through the prophet Samuel. Finally, Samuel declared that God had rejected Saul as king, and another, David, a shepherd, would one day fill the throne. Samuel died, leaving Saul alone and burdened with fear. When the Philistines gathered for war, and Saul saw their vast army, his heart trembled. He sought guidance from God but received only silence. No dreams, no prophets, no answers by Urim or Thummim. Desperate and afraid, Saul remembered the forbidden practices of the Canaanites, consulting mediums and spirits. In earlier days, Saul himself had driven out all sorcerers and mediums from the land in obedience to God's law. But now, feeling abandoned, Saul disguised himself and journeyed by night to the village of Endor, where a woman was rumored to commune with the dead. Entering her house, Saul begged her, "Divine for me by a spirit, and bring up for me the one I shall name to you." The woman, cautious, reminded Saul of the king's own decree against such things, but Saul swore, "As the Lord lives, you shall suffer no punishment for this thing." He asked her to call up Samuel. The woman, startled and terrified by what she saw, realized her client was King Saul himself. She described an old man wearing a robe, coming from the earth. Saul knew it was Samuel and bowed before him. Yet Samuel's words brought no comfort. He rebuked Saul, declaring that God had departed from him. "Tomorrow you and your sons will be with me," Samuel warned. Saul fell to the ground, weak with fear and despair. The next day, Saul's army was defeated by the Philistines, and Saul died in battle, his reign ending in tragedy, an echo of the distance that grows between us and God when we turn from his ways to follow our own. The lesson of Saul and the witch of Endor is clear. When we abandon faith in God and seek guidance in forbidden ways, we lose his presence and hope. God's silence is a call to return to him, not to despair. Trust in the Lord with all your heart and do not lean on your own understanding.